Right, so for anyone that isn't aware, Rupert Lowe got up in Parliament yesterday and basically gave a strategy of what should happen to those that were involved in the Muslim rape gangs that lasted for 30 years, that raped thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. I mean, the estimation at the minute is it could be well over 1 million girls over 30 years that were raped, abused, tortured, trafficked by these people. And he got up and said that these people need to be deported. If they've got dual nationality, they should be deported. And if their families knew, which they did, if their families knew about what these men were doing, they should be deported too, because they're complicit in the crime. They're accessories to this crime. And this was the response from this Labour MP. I think her name is Sarah Champion. She got up and basically tried to tone police Rupert Lowe. But we'll listen to what she's got to say.
I feel disgusted by what the Honourable Gentleman has just said. Can you imagine if you're a victim or survivor listening to that? I'm sure his intent is to get to the truth and get justice. But the language, please think about who hears our words.
She's disgusted with what he said. I don't think the victims of these Muslim rape gangs are going to be disgusted by what he said, because he's offering up actual solutions, which is more than the Labour Party is doing. That they've blocked a national inquiry into these rape gangs going all the way up and down the country. They're putting girls at risk. This is still going on. This isn't something that's gone away. It's not stopped. This is still happening in our towns and cities up and down the country, because people like her refuse to tackle the situation. And she calls what he said disgusting. I think she's disgusting. I think the whole Labour Party is disgusting. And this isn't about right or the left of politics anymore. This is about good versus evil now with these people. These are evil people. If you are trying to block an investigation into girls being raped by foreigners in our country, because that's what they are, they're not British, they haven't integrated into our society, they've come from wherever they've been, they've brought their culture here, and they've just started to live as they would in that country here. They haven't integrated, they're not British, they should be deported. If they want to embrace that side of their culture, they should be deported and face justice in their countries for the crimes that they've committed, in my opinion. And I will go even further than deport these people. We need an investigation, an inquiry. We need to bring in the National Crime Agency. And for anybody outside the UK, that's our version of the FBI. The National Crime Agency needs to come in and investigate these grooming gangs, the people involved in it, and bring these people to justice. But not only the grooming gangs, everybody that's complicit with it, from MPs to local councillors, local government, social workers, police, everybody that was involved in this situation that turned a blind eye needs to face the full force of the law. We need to see that as a people. We need to see our public servants doing the job that we pay them to do. Otherwise, without that, there is no law and order, there is no justice, and society breaks down. And that's exactly what is going to happen if nothing is done about this. You can't keep sweeping this under the carpet. And I mentioned this in the live stream last night. If the police and the judiciary don't start doing their jobs, people will start to take matters into their own hands. And we will start to see bloodshed on the streets. And nobody wants that. And I'm not advocating for that. I'm just stating what will happen if nothing is done. If our police don't start doing their job and arresting these people and putting them in prison, which is where they should be. They shouldn't be free to walk around the streets of our towns and cities and villages just because people are afraid they might get called racist for doing so. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'm still very, very angry from yesterday. It didn't come as a shock that Labour would block the national inquiry. Of course they're going to block it, because if they allowed the inquiry to go ahead, they would all be implicated in what has been going on in this country with the grooming gang situation, the rape gang situation. That's all I've got to say on this for the time being. This is Vindicator, signing off.